Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I just wanted to talk about how the Chicago Bulls are looking scary for next season. But firstly, I'd like to talk about how my last video, where I basically just said like Davion Mitchell was not a good pickup for the Sacramento Kings. Davion Mitchell made me look stupid. I still think that they could have drafted somebody different, and that I don't know necessarily who. I think Kai Jones could have maybe been a good pickup because their front court's pretty weak, and they already had 2 point guards. But Davion Mitchell, in his first, well, granted it is a summer league game, but still, in his first game, he had 23 points. They did lose, but he shot 9 of 18, so he played fairly well. And he also had 2 threes, which is, it's not high volume or anything, but still pretty solid. So yeah. So sorry to Davion Mitchell. Sorry to the Kings. I still think that they could have done better, but Davion Mitchell played good, so maybe they'll make me look stupid, or maybe I'll still be right. Okay, so let's get on to the Chicago Bulls. So in their in the first day of free agency, they get Lonzo Ball, who is a great addition, and they get DeMar DeRozan. So now their starting lineup is presumably Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. Now, last year, I'm pretty sure it was the whole Bulls roster throughout their whole career, or yeah, I think that, or the timeline. It was something like that. But they had 27 10 plus assist games. Lonzo himself had 40. So immediately, way better playmaking, and that was an area where the Chicago Bulls were weak. And kind of an underrated aspect of DeMar DeRozan's game. DeMar DeRozan, as soon as he got, well, not as soon as he got to San Antonio, but in San Antonio, he flourished as a playmaker. He averaged, I believe, 8 assists a game last season. So DeMar DeRozan is a very, very good playmaker. So, one, you have 3 players in DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic who can go for 30 at any given day. And you have good pieces like Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams who are young. And I think Patrick Williams can be a very, very, very good player one day. He's still a solid player right now, but I think he has very, very, very good potential. And last year he was the youngest guy in the draft, and he's still one of the youngest players in the league. And so really that starting 5 is insane. That's like I don't know about insane, but for the Chicago Bulls it's insane, who haven't been in the playoffs since 2017, I think, or 2016. And really, I like Bulls fans. I don't know any personally, but the YouTubers I know that are Bulls fans I like. I like Mike Korzemba. I like Kenny, KOT4Q. I like Rusty Buckets. So I feel good for those guys, It's nice to see the Chicago Bulls back. Now, this is me saying anything without them even playing a game. And the Chicago Bulls seem to be pretty cursed. Like, they got Nikola Vucevic, and they still missed the playoffs. And everybody thought they were probably going to make the play-in. So, short video, but I really just kind of wanted to talk about that. And I think that's it. Actually, you know what? Screw just the Chicago Bulls. I'll talk about free agency itself. The 76ers picking up Andre Drummond. Horrible. That's just not good, I don't think. One, Joel Embiid and Andre Drummond don't like each other personally. Like, not even like play style. Like, Joel Embiid won't like playing with Andre Drummond because it like clashes with his interior presence. But no, like they personally don't like each other. Like they beef on the court. So that's not good. And Daryl Morey, he was talking about how he wanted like a more versatile center, like a shooting center, and he picks up Andre Drummond, and an Andre Drummond Ben Simmons pick and roll might be the ugliest thing I'll ever see in my entire life. That would be disgusting. That would be horrible. That'd be futile. Like, that would be the clumsiest, clunkiest looking pick and roll I'll ever see, bro. A Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond pick and roll, like I don't think that's a good pickup at all. The Brooklyn Nets picking up Patty Mills. Now that is nice. There's not much to say about Patty Mills. I mean, you get what you get, but he's still pretty good. And what you've seen, if you've been keeping up with the Olympics, Patty Mills has been that dude for Australia, and Australia has been doing pretty good. So that's nice. And the Knicks re-signing Derrick Rose. That's good. The one game that they won in the playoffs, Derrick Rose played very good. I think he had 25 plus. I know that at least. So he was good that game. They only won one game in the playoffs, but Derrick Rose was good in that one game, and he was good throughout the whole regular season. And Miami getting Kyle Lowry. Now, I'm a Raptors fan. I'm very sad. It sucked. But I like Precious Achiuwa. I mean, Goran Dragic is pretty cool. But the Heat, Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry, that's going to be a duo, man. That's going to be a duo. I think that Miami's going to be a fun team to watch. And what other signings? The Lakers, just the whole thing. Their whole everything is just, yeah, that happened. And I mean, I talked about the Russell Westbrook trade, and I still stand by everything I talked about. I don't think that it was necessarily a bad move, but I don't think necessarily it was a good move. It brings in more problems that you previously had. But they brought in Kent Bazemore. They brought in Trevor Ariza. They brought in a bunch of guys. Also, I want to talk about this. The Denver Nuggets getting Jeff Green. That is an underrated move, bro. Like, for every contender, you want a guy like Jeff Green. Like, Jeff Green, it seems like every single playoff series, Jeff Green has a game. Like, every single playoff series that Jeff Green is in, he's going to put up, at least a 20-point game. And he's going to put up good defense, solid rebounding, solid playmaking the whole time. So that is a good pickup because they already did good in the playoffs. I mean, they did get swept by Phoenix, but, Jokic really didn't have that much help. And, the way it was, the matchup was horrible. Drop stepping with Jokic, that's not very good. He was not getting up to block anything that Chris Paul was shooting at the mid-range. He was not even close. Chris Paul dominated that series, and it was all off of the mid-range shot. Kawhi declined his player option, and did he? I'm pretty sure he didn't sign a contract. I haven't really been on Twitter today, but I'm pretty sure he didn't sign anything. I know that Chris Paul re-signed a 4-year, $120 million contract with the Phoenix Suns. Pretty good. Him and Devin Booker. Devin Booker, I feel like he's going to come back better next year. I feel like with his playoff experience, I feel like he's just going to come back a different guy. And they're going to be scary again. They're going to be scary. With a healthy Denver Nuggets and the Lakers coming back healthy, the Warriors, it's kind of a wild shot. I'm not really sure. So, might go good, might go bad. Who knows? So, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the draft. I don't really want to talk about everything. I made a draft video, but I didn't like it, so I didn't post it. Scotty Barnes at 4 and Delano Branto at 46 or something. both a 6'9" guard and a 6'9" power forward. For one, who is scoring on OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes? I mean, obviously people are gonna like score and stuff, but like that's a crazy defensive duo. But where's the scoring in the starting lineup? Like point guard, Fred VanVleet. Like I don't even know what the lineup is, bro. Like I heard that the Raptors are interested in trading for Damian Lillard. Highly doubt that happens. I'd be ecstatic if the Raptors got Damian Lillard, but the chances of that happening are probably slim to none. And I don't even know, like, I never saw anything that, like, what they were interested in trading. I imagine Pascal Siakam would 100% be included in that deal. But other than that, I mean, I don't really know who would get traded. Also, the Raptors re-signed Gary Trent Jr. Very happy about that. Gary Trent Jr. last year was very underrated. One of the better three-point shooters in the league. I mean, he doesn't bring that much else to the table other than the three-point shooting. But that alone, like I think he can be a very consistent 20-plus point per game scorer in the league. I don't think like all-star potential, but very, very, very good role player. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about. I mean, Houston drafted well. Cade on Detroit. Detroit has a team, bro. I mean, I feel like all those guys are going to gel well together. So, I guess that's just my free agency update. Off-season update, really. Yeah, I guess I'm out. Subscribe if you want. If you liked the video, press the like button. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And comment and tell me what you think. Okay, peace out. Bye.